Mm-hmm. Look, honey, it's everybody. Hi, everybody. I promised you Hoogan. Here he is. Hoogs, look at them. Hoogs. Hoogs. You're like Mitch McConnell. Why won't you let me hold you? Okay. Go on. Okay. All right. Well, we tried our best. We tried our best. You tried your best. That's the best you could do. It's okay. They love you anyway. Oh, hi, everybody. How are you doing today? So that was Hoogan. I wanted to open with a hello from Hoogan. It didn't go so well. He Mitch McConnelled me. He pretended to be fine when he's not fine. He's pissed. He's so pissed. Justice for Flower. Listen, I wanted to open up this episode tonight with Hoogan as the special guest because unfortunately, Raul had a family emergency. Understandable. We were going to have him on yesterday, but I had an appointment that ran really late. Today, Raul had to go get somewhere real quick to deal with that. And I totally understand. It sounded pretty serious and it was something that he could not put off. He sends his love, but Catch List will be here next week. We're rescheduling. Okay. So he'll be here next week. So last minute had to find a guest. What do? You go flop your tits out on the corner. No, I hoard out my dog. I grabbed my dog and I said, come here. You're going to say hi to everybody. Anybody got a magic 8-ball? How many acts can I host for Porch Fest? What's your lucky number? Do that. If this were Degrassi, they would tell you to vote on it. It would be a democracy. Raul is Catch List. Yes. And he's going to be here next time. And I apologize. And he called me just a few hours ago and I wanted to get home and change the title and let you guys know ahead of time. Did not have that option. Did not have time because the Hoogs is on heavy medications. Okay. And so we had to treat him and it takes me about 20 minutes to get his medicine. He has to do eardrops and all this stuff now. There's something going around. It's not cyclospora, but something going on with dogs. The vet told me that 75 to 80% of the animals that they have had come in multiple times over the past week, just like Hoogan, have the same thing he has. And it is a heinous ear infection and skin infection. A lot of it has to do with the flooding, they think. So that's what's going on. He was pretty sick. Like it was bad. He's so much better now after literally 2 rounds of antibiotics. He's still going through it. He's going to be on antibiotics for about a month, I think. And then he's going to have 2 months of Apoquil for his allergies. Again, so many doggums are very, very, sick right now with this. And they believe it's because of the floods. So we're handling it. We just took care of a geriatric dog whose mom went into a care facility. He's been itching his ears till he whines, and that just started today. I would definitely go straight, if you can, go straight to the vet. Do what you can. There is a, I think it's called Zymox, is like a homeopathic ear medication, but it's crazy. They did the culture of his ear and he screamed and I started crying. It was horrible. His ear was like, one of them is okay. The other one had green stuff in it. Like it was so bad. And I'd been cleaning him and checking him daily. And it like happened overnight. And then he woke up with like 10 new skin patches. And that's a big step from 2. And then he just blew up. Like he was covered in them. You couldn't see them on his chest. They're not on his chest or his belly. They're near his winkus, his butthole, all over his back and on his sides. So poor baby. I hate seeing him in pain. He's also getting his lump checked for a 3rd time. And we're in the process of eventually getting his eyeball checked because he has something in it that it's a little black splotch that we thought was a birthmark. He's had it forever, but it gets a little bigger, and it's like on the iris. And it's not like protruding or anything, but the coloration is expanding. The black part is getting bigger, and it's just on the bottom. And we were told it could be just a genetic abnormality, which is totally something it could be. But there are other options, and one of them is really bad. So we were getting that tested, and I was just in no place to be on the internet talking about anything when that was happening. But I'll tell you this much. He's getting treated. He's going to be okay. We found a good vet, a really good vet. And I just want to open up the show today commending Chewy. Holy shit. I thought our last vet was good. She moved away. Hoogan was sad. We had 2 vets before that we did not like. We've been vet hopping because we just need to find the right one. And I think we finally have. I love the Chewy vet service. They're not sponsoring this or anything. I'm just telling you my experience. Not only does he get a pet profile that goes on a TV above him and tells us everything that's wrong with him, but when you go into the appointments, they do this thing where for $20 a month, you can basically get unlimited vet appointments. So if he needs to come back, it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. And I love that. It's kind of like the one with Vetco, but with Vetco, you pay $20 a month and you get little discounts, but you still have to pay for all of your visits. If you get a Chewy account, the membership happens at your first visit, and they auto apply it. If you pay the $20 up front, you save $79 on that vet appointment, and then every single appointment after that. It seems a lot cheaper than others. You can use promo codes, and the vet was so fucking cool. She was like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. This medication works better, but costs more. And it's daily. So you have to like remember to take it, give it to him every day. But it works really good. This other one's kind of, it's going to cost you less in the long run, but more up front. And you're going to have to get it every month. Once a month, he's going to have to come in and get a shot. And I just really, really appreciated her being honest with me about this and telling me straight up, like, look, this is what's costly and effective, and this is what's not as costly and not as effective. XYZ, you draw the conclusions. And I told her, let's do what's best for him. And she gave me her better judgment and said, let's do Apoquel. And I said, great, because the side of point's not working. It's everything's coming back. She agreed. She like, I think that this is going to be great for him. She was so awesome. She gave him 2 toys when he left. They told me right away, you can take his leash and collar off of him. And they're very good with the dogs. They either lead the dogs, like guide them into the room they need to go to, or they pick them up and hold them and give them kisses and tell them, you're a good boy. The other vets were kind of rough, or no pun intended, or like not aggressive, but like they'll just pull on the leash. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you could just pick him up or lead him, guide him. They were the most gentle, wonderful service. They gave him 2 toys when he left. He was thrilled. They all complimented him. He was the belle of the ball. And when you walk in, they even have bottles of water and stuff for you. If your dog takes a tinkle, there's someone that just appears behind you. Like, I used to go to this restaurant called Luby's, and you take one drink of your tea, put it down, and then all of a sudden someone just pops up and they're just like refilling your tea before you've even finished one drink. They're just constantly there. And that's how I feel like it was with, if a pet peed, there's just a stranger that just pops up and they clean it. I was like, this is amazing. They also went over a lot of stuff with me to look out for. Luby's, Mia, so good. Please, if you've never been to a Luby's cafeteria, oh my God, it's the best. Absolutely love the old people there. Obsessed. I just started feeding my dogs Chewy's. Fresh food mixed review so far. Chewy sent flowers when my pitty died. Oh, do you know what they call the person who graduated last in veterinary school? I don't. Tell me. I just told my husband about this. We paid $542 last visit. All they did was check her blood, urine, and diabetes. So, Y2K Survivor, there are 2 companies I would recommend. for vet services. Number one, Modern Animal was not bad. It was good. If you have a Modern Animal, if you live in LA, Austin, a couple of other major cities, they are fantastic. Now, they're a little different. It's $200 a year, but you can get like a promo code for $99. You pay that once a year, okay? Unlimited vet visits. Unlimited. You don't pay for the visit. You only pay for the prescription and stuff. I didn't mind them. I liked them. In fact, our veterinarian there is a woman who played basketball at UT. Very tall, very incredible. Love them. But she moved, unfortunately. I loved them. They were great. Now, the cost of the prescriptions was a little high. Chewy is exactly like that, but it's cheap and you just pay like $20 a month and you get unlimited vet visits, but you also get discounts on anything they prescribe, any service. And the best part is they will essentially they'll come out and they'll tell you and let you make decisions before they just do shit and then charge you for it. And I appreciate that. Megan, oh my God. Oh my God, Megan. I'm getting you an attorney. It's Benson and Benson, and I'm here for you. I am so sorry. That is so sad. I feel like this isn't going to make it better, what I'm about to do, but it can't make it worse, and it might give you a little smile. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is for you, Megan.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy drill on the roof. Never seen a big boy drill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy drill on the roof. Big boy drilling on the roof. Big boy drilling on the roof. Big boy ain't drilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never heard shit and you going on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Shit, you just like a back. Shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get the big ass off.
I agree completely with Mia. We have not seen Chris fall off a ladder in a while. And I feel like that makes Megan happy. I feel like seeing a grown-ass man fall off of a very high ladder on television will make Megan maybe not take the pain away. But I don't know, maybe it'll make her giggle. And I saw Toombs lost to Horsey. I'm so sorry of Horsey. That was inappropriate. I don't know why I always do that. Listen, I feel like this man hurting himself, falling off a ladder, will also make Toombs feel good. Because Toombs likes pain, but like not to herself, to other people. Because pain leads to death. Death leads to her digging holes, and she likes that. And unfortunately, like sometimes death isn't fun. And for Toombs and for Megan, we send you love. Because sometimes it isn't fun. But I'll show you one that might have been fun if he hadn't survived. I'm so sorry. This is Chris falls off a ladder. I know you guys like it, so I'm just going to play it for you.
Only have a limited number that we can ship out right now because it is very, very popular. We're going to go to the phones. Hi, you're on the air with Lisa and Kevin. What's your name?
Hi, Lisa. It's Renee from California.
Hey, Renee. Chris is over there kind of giving us a look at how to use the ladder there.
I got to tell you something. I have this ladder. It is awesome.
Oh, now what
is it?
Everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings.
Okay. See, you girls feeling a little better? Darlene, how you doing? Pat, Mia, everybody doing okay? Yeah, the head bounce. I know it makes you happy when he bounces his fucking skull off the ground. I know that makes Sherlock get a giggle because she's a sick bitch. And I laugh too. Equal parts is giving you all a hug. Listen, this man bonked his head for you. And don't worry. Don't worry. We adore the fuck out of you as well. This ladder sucks. Death usually fucking sucks. Tombs, it would be kind of funny if a horse ghost came to visit inside your house. That is true. I'm sorry, Tombs, but that would be funny if the ghost of your horse started stalking you. Have you guys seen Rescue Me with Dennis Leary? This is the second time I brought him up this week. Because the ghost of his dead brother or best friend or something from 9/11 follows him. Tombs, what if your horse came in and just started dropping big horse ghost poops everywhere? Please keep us updated. You have a ghost horse? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, you're going to have to call in. Very proud of you for that, Darlene. That's tough. You're saving lives every day, even your own. And I appreciate that. Also, why are there no baby ghosts? How can we never see that?
Renee.
Everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings.
Okay, that actually... I'm sorry, but... Sherlock, I don't know what you smoked today, but you're saying and asking a lot of funny things. You're making me giggle because these questions, I can't tell if you're in kindergarten or not. Does it get in your bed? Like, she wants to know about the ghost horse. She wants to know about the ghost horse. Does it get in your bed? First of all, she does. She starts her day off by saving her own life. I miss you. I miss all of you. Megan's very polite. There's one thing about lawyers like Megan. They're polite. Ghost kitty poos after their mean-ass cat died. Is that true? I'd like to see it. I need a real stable boy. Jesus Christ. All right, now I'm going to watch his head smash the ground again because I need it after that.
Everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
Let's pick this apart for a second. Can we just take a moment and dissect this, even though we've done it a lot? Everybody wants this ladder. Everybody wants this ladder in my apartment. I have never lived in an apartment complex where everybody coveted a ladder. I've never lived in an apartment complex where you walk up to someone and go, "Oh my God, is that your ladder? Oh, I want it. Can I have that ladder?" No one has ever done that, not once. And this woman lives in an apartment complex where apparently everyone needs to climb heights. Everyone needs to go up somewhere. They need to get on the roof. Isn't it funny how Big Boy is on the roof and this guy can't get up there? He just keeps falling. His head really does bounce. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it one more time.
Vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Okay. Decaffeinate. That's a good one. I was going to say brucellosis. I don't know if we can, but I am curious who this Renee is. Can we find Renee on eBay? Can we find her anywhere? How does she feel years later? I'd say, can we find Chris? If we did, I don't know if he'd remember this. You borrowed one. So we've got one person in all of chat who has borrowed a ladder one time. Have you ever seen an apartment complex where everyone's just coveting the fuck out of a ladder? A cowbortion? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good pun for that. Like, you got to move it out, but I don't know. He doesn't have trouble getting up, but he obviously has mastered the get off. Yeah. He's got too much hitch in his get off. You think she works at should we call them? I will call them decaf. It's when you kick them in the behind and below the knee. One that bends for murals. I feel big now. Oh. Well, you artsy fartsy types have all kinds of ladders. Do you remember Belle in Beauty and the Beast when she's like, she gets on that ladder and then she can push it and it slides down the bookshelf? Those are sick. But it's on a wheelie system so that you can't fall off of it. That's what we need to get Chris. That's what we need to get him. Pro-life meat only. Okay, well, now you're bragging because first you have a big fucking awesome stick. Then you got a big ginger boy that is sick as fuck at swimming and oh so powerful among his peers. We love Heath. And now you're bragging about your ladders? Have you ever considered building a ladder out of your plum awesome sticks? You covet your neighbor's weed whacker. You sound like someone from Massachusetts right now. Hey, could I borrow that leaf blower? I got a dead guy on the lawn. That's what you sound like right now. But you know what? You're allowed to because you're suffering. You have 2 pole saws? Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop fucking bragging about your pole saws or I'm going to call Duty Ron. Do you understand? This is incredible how many tools Mia has. Can you imagine having not only plum awesome sticks, but a ladder, saws, all these other things? Sounds like someone's doing something that they're going to get caught for in the future. And I'm keeping an eye on you now. If you work in wood too much, I'm keeping an eye on you. Okay? After Rex, I'm keeping an eye on anybody who's doing woodworking. I'm watching. Okay, you know what? Now you're on the list too, and you're grounded because you shouldn't have that many. I'm cleaning up an RV. Oh my God, I'm trying so hard not to sneeze. I'm itchy. I have a psoriasis outbreak on the outsides of my nose holes again. And oh my God. I'm cleaning up an RV to get it ready to sell. And I first dibs on everything left behind. Got a new step ladder, a level, and a stool. And I've arrived. Okay. The mass people really are getting off right now. Yeah, I just did. I have electric tools and a machete. Well, AJ, I know you have weapons, son. We expected you to have that. I know. Well, Megan, as an attorney, you know better. As an attorney, you know better than to have so many things around you that you could wound someone with. I need to get a step ladder. I'm too short. We're going to get you a better ladder than Chris has. I think Mass has a rabies pandemic. Probably. My baby gave me welding tools when she moved into a apartment. I'm so jealous. Welding would be sick. I have a stud finder. Okay, well, we got a bunch of ladies that are looking in here. Speaking of stud finder, I found Satan. Hey, Satan. How you doing? Did you catch Chris in your humble arms as he fell out that ladder? Welding is a one-upper. I feel like that was gross of her to brag so hard. Because now I'm hard. I have a rusted machete. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop talking about your machetes. Every husband took my tools in the divorce. Yeah, that's because you divorced the tool. So he's gone now. You're never going to see him again. Oh, hi, Darlene. Darlene, Satan told me the other day a monkey threw shit at you while you were smoking. Is that true? Do you have wild monkeys in Florida? Because I told Dylan and now he's excited. I need a stud finder. Mine broke. Well, guess what? Guess what? I found one. Yeah, you're going to get rid of him. Let him splat. Everyone owns a machete. Okay, well, Satan, they were my tools. Well, you should sue the fuck out of him. That's what I think. I wish I had an impact driver. I had one once. I spent a lot of money on it. Broke it on a Honda because they're Japanese cadmium steel bolts. And also, you have to have a pulley lodge, or you have to lodge something in there to stop the pulley because it runs back counterclockwise and you need a breaker bar. And that's the only thing. The height extension makes it work. Otherwise, PB blaster doesn't matter. You will break your impact wrench. And that's a fact. I'm in menopause. And the world, someone clip that. Someone clip that right now. I'm in menopause. I'm not, but just for SDK. And the world is just hot. I'm thinking of moving to the Arctic Circle. You should. And also, how is there not, okay, they've created everything else. How do we not have a vest, Nancy Grace style, that is packed full of ice? You know the ice masks that you put over your head? How come we don't have those but shirts? Right? Someone go on Short Tank. Someone go on Prank Tank. How did they not have that? Where you pitch pranks. Shut up. You did? Have you talked to Mitty about it? Mitty's been installing lots of things too. Kids, you're all installing things, and I love it. I love the amount of tools all of you have. I appreciate you. You have to hear Darlene tell about the monkey. We FaceTimed and I was crying. Okay. We'll do call-ins if you want to call in and tell us about the monkey in a little bit, Darlene. I have been in menopause since 1932 or since you were 32, because I don't think you're that old. Okay, first of all, DMT Wingdings is a great name of a band. And it sounds a lot like a band from the show Degrassi, which I want to tell you something in a minute that I'm starting that I think you'll like. They started making air-conditioned shirts. Good. But I want an ice shirt. An entire shirt made out of ice. Well, you would know because you live in hell. Listen, we're going to watch him fall again, but I want to tell you something crazy. I'm starting. I think it's going to be a new channel, but it's going to be separate of this. Totally separate. It's a comedy thing. I will link it eventually if you guys want to join. I'm starting a video podcast called The Grassy. Okay? Why is it called that? I'm going to be honest with you. The entire concept is watching all of the show Degrassi while high on legal marijuana or whatever's legal in your state. Basically, a lot of people are going to get inebriated and watch Degrassi with me and pick it apart. And it's called Degrassi. It will be starting soon. I will give you an update when it is available. If you like the show Degrassi, you'll love it. If you've never seen it, you'll love it. Because, wow. Yes, Canadian TV. Hello, Ernie Birdie. Downtown Sasquatch. Best band name ever. Hey, whisper hug to all of you. Whisper hug. Degrassi is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. And I'm obsessed with it. I was bawling when JT died. Bawling. You have a cooling pillow? Jealous. Hello. Sure. I mean, if people want to get fucked up, they can get fucked up. Or they can be sober. I don't care. But it's called Degrassi because I'm going to be on the legal weed. And I say legal so I don't get taken down. But listen, menopause does suck. But if you like Degrassi, that's coming soon. Okay? People can have their thoughts and opinions on Canadian television, on marijuana, on whatever they want. My thoughts and opinions are going to be focused on Degrassi and this channel. Okay? And maybe basketball and maybe wrestling. We'll see what happens. Right now, let's focus on this guy's head fucking smacking against the ground. Okay? Yeah, the JT death came out of nowhere. It was very, very upsetting. And I read that the reason that happened is because the creator, their entire concept of Degrassi came from their experience. And their friends at their high school and a rival high school used to get into these violent rumbles, like outsider style. And I believe it because, like, Scott Thompson, he's one of the kids in the hall. He told me when I got my ass kicked, he said two very profound things. One was every crime is a hate crime. Holy shit. But the other thing that he told me was that there were roving gangs of white kids that would just try to kill you in Canada just to fight. And that blew my fucking mind. And that it can get scary there. And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And in Degrassi, that happens because that's apparently what the writer went through. And while nobody died, they always thought it could have gotten there. And they wanted to scare children from continuing that. So they had to kill off a character, and they said, hey, the one that everybody likes the most is JT, and I want this to have like impact on them. And so that's what they did. They took the best character and they fucking offed him like Game of Thrones. It's so sad. Pretty much, like, that's what's weird. I mean, I guess it's not that weird, but it's kind of weird that they're strong enough to beat up people. They are scary. And they do it without guns, which is insane. But there was a lot of stabbing. Yeah, they are. Just like Denver, the mean streets of Denver. No, he was not. Drake had no legs in that because he got shot by Rick. Rick, who honestly, I felt so horrible for. That is, I think, the most fucked up episode, but also the best episode. One of the best of Degrassi is the Rick one. Holy fuck, they were so ahead of the time. So ahead of their time. Because if you think about it, that Rick situation happened before a slew of those here in America. But they really did show you a character that was like relentlessly bullied. And the thing is, I saw Rick's episodes later when they carried him. They dumped all the stuff on him, and then he comes to school with the gun. And I was so angry at Spinner and Jay. I was so angry. But then I saw the original episodes with Rick where he beats up Terry, and I was like, oh my God. I think his storyline and Craig's with his dad is probably the saddest, worst. But oh my God, when Adam dies. When transgendered Adam dies, when I tell you I'm still depressed, I am so, Drew's little brother, fuck. That show is intense. I can't stand Allie. I love baby Claire. I don't like adult Claire. So those are my thoughts. Small white people getting life. It was so insane. It's so insane. Are always sorry about something. So I would think their gangs would apologize. Sorry. You know what's actually crazy is the kid that snitches on them is he's like the good kid who's got a collar and like he dresses like Carlton. He's a black dude. He's very well spoken and makes straight A's, and he's almost nerdy, but they also make him out to be the football star. But what's weird is that like he gets treated like he's the bad guy, but he's the one who snitched on the kids from Lakehurst because he was like, these white boys are bad. And it's just so fucking wild because leading up to that, they make you think that this kid is somehow trouble because he's making out with Manny. And I was starting to get irritated, like, this feels kind of racist. And then he ends up being the good guy. And I was like, good. Yay. He did everything right. Made those kids look like shit because they are shit. But then when he comes back, everyone at Degrassi retaliates against him and calls Manny, says you're sleeping with the enemy. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is like the sweetest boy. Like, he's so nice. And they all treat him like shit. It made me kind of angry. The sorry gang, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they killed they didn't kill the trans kid. The trans kid was texting and driving in a fight with the Christian girl who denounced her ways, or denounced her, her hardcore evangelical ways to be a good Christian in love with a trans boy. And she's from Florida, so Becky's going through it. And they have a fight because Adam didn't trust Becky. And then Becky's like, hey, I want to talk to you. And then Adam's like, oh my God, I was just driving crazy through the woods from camp because I'm upset. And now I see that Becky wants to make up. And then boom, accident, dead. So spoiler, it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, I'm talking about Canton. This is all about Canton. Canton. Hello, JG Cruz. How is Colt Baby? Is Colt Baby feeling better? Is Colt Baby feeling better? How is our Colt Baby? And then, I mean, I could go on. I can't. We'll save it for the show. But we're going to do the Grassy. And I'll link it and stuff if you guys want to watch it. But yeah, also, a lot of shit going on with the Karen Reed stuff again. I don't even know anymore. Like, this is so wild. Currently snuggling her. She's on the up and up. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Keep Colt Baby out of Canton. There's a lot going on there. So I saw something weird. I hesitate to bring it up. No, I don't. Let's bring it up. Fuck it. This is my channel. I can talk about whatever I want. I can't either. Oh my God, my nose itches so bad. Okay. She loves daycare, or she's doing great at it, but does she love it? Does Colt Baby love daycare? He did it and he has anxiety. I don't think he did it. I mean, we can frame him if you guys want, though. I don't really like him that much. Okay, so yeet. So you guys were telling me, someone was telling me you need to meet the loophole lawyer. That guy seems awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Saw some stuff on Twitter today. I love the trial channel. I think that they are nice. They're sweethearts. They've always been very supportive, very cool, very polite. Never had any issues with them. Think they're incredible. But it seems that loophole lawyer guy is not only bullying the fuck out of them, but kind of stalking them and made an entire fake channel that is parodizing the trial channel, and all they did was add TV. And also sending sexual, allegedly, from the screenshot I saw, it looks like they were sending like some sexually explicit jokes. Now, me, I'm used to that shit. I'm in comedy. Guys make terrible jokes all the time, but some people don't take it that way. And it can really be offensive, and it really was, and very fucking childish and kind of perverted and gross, in my opinion, which I'm allowed to have. And I saw some screenshots and I'm like, I'm good. I don't think I'm going to be talking to that person. He harasses Melanie. Yeah. Seems like the type of person to harass people. So I'm kind of over it. I don't think I'm going to meet that person or try to reach out to them in any way. But I don't remember who recommended it, but just, be careful out there. That's what I'm saying. Just be careful out there. Yeah, when you're not funny, it is offensive and creepy. I didn't like what I saw in regards to how that person was treating the trial channel and Emily C. I don't know how. No, he didn't tell me about the cock pic I sent that you sent him, Derek. I did not hear about that from Jimmy, but I did talk to Jimmy the other day and I did not hear about that. Don't tell. I was going to say, do tell. No, don't. But good on you. Yeah, I like Emily C. She seems to be like one of the few people that like, she's just trying to get by and do her shit. Just trying to do her channel. I can relate. Kind of overall the bullshit. I can relate. I don't think anybody should talk to any woman like that, but of all people, Emily C. I mean, I don't think any woman should have to handle harassment or like shitty jokes or like put up with anything that is gross or awkward. But if you're going to do that, like at least do it to someone who can handle it, who's like not like, if he said that shit to me, I'd be like, go fuck yourself, cocksucker, and talk some shit back and then make a huge deal out of it and tell them to fuck themselves. Some people, like, you should, like, it's not fair to put them in that position, especially someone so sweet and innocent, such a valuable, sweet little innocent angel. Like, how could you do that? How could you do that? Yeah, paying a sex worker to degrade you, and good for the worker to get that money, but like also, ew, right? So gross. Yeah, I'm kind of like, ew, like, whoa. I mean, I believe it. Yeah, anybody going after him, I just don't get it. Like, leave Emily alone. What are you doing? Like, you may as well be fucking bullying Polly Pocket. Like, leave her alone. She's nice. She didn't do anything. She's a sweet little baby. I want to put her in my pocket and carry her around for good luck. She's so nice. Ugh. Well, it's always been women versus men because the way those people talk about women. So, maybe if they learned how to treat women, women wouldn't be mad. Especially when women are funding most of your lifestyle. You should maybe be a little more polite to women. I don't know. It is. Raul was right. It's true grime, dude. People are gross. This all happens on Twitter. Stay away from it, Megan. It'll make you sad. And I love Emily D. Baker, and people even trashed her. And it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, it has gotten worse. Yeah, maybe they should all learn to shut the fuck up. There's a reason why I never supported any of these people, and the few that I did, it was very brief. You know what? This is the shirt. And I'm not kidding. This is actually the shirt. I'm making this shirt. The drama is exhausting. I just want to learn stuff. Holy shit. Holy shit. Thank you. That is, I can't think of a better way to describe how I feel. I'm sure everybody else feels that way, which is why you're here. The drama is exhausting. I just want to fucking learn stuff. When JT died on Degrassi, I said to myself, I says to myself, the sadness is exhausting. I just want to see a battle of the bands. And guess what happened? Battle of the bands. Right after. They gave me what I was looking for. People aren't giving you what you're looking for. They might offer up something and it's not what you're looking for, and then you watch it and it ends up being what you're looking for. That's great. But if people are giving you what you're looking for, support them. If they're not giving you what you're looking for, or something that's beneficial to you, if they are giving you stress in your life, rebuke their ass. You know what I mean? Just rebuke it. It's all psyops. I agree. And look, I still don't like Grant Smith Ellis. He drives me nuts, but I'll tell you this much. I love Grant Smith Ellis because of his comments on the Gulf War. And that might surprise some people. I love Papa Sean for reasons outside of FKR. For Grant, can't stand that motherfucker. But if he is ranting about Kosovo, the Gulf War, World War II, I am here for it. I am here for it because I don't know how he gets from point A to point B. Yes, he gets into conspiracy theory territory, but it is so unserious or unfathomable. But also the leaps in the way he gets there is so creative that I'm like, wow, okay, I'll listen. If you can keep me entertained while saying a bunch of fuck shit that includes conspiracy theories, but also you can manage to link like Proctor's text to a World War I situation, like, yes, please. Yes, please. Because even if you're wrong, the fact that you were able to get there, I'm interested. And I would like to see how I can apply this into maybe a conversation at the bank. Dude, first of all, he was on Melanie's channel. I have to check that out. Yeah, exactly. Historical connections. He is, and we're in a war. That's another thing. We are in a war right now. Can someone fucking acknowledge it besides me and Grant Smith Ellis? The Watergate, first of all, okay. If I were to ever have a one-on-one with Grant, which I don't think he would do with me, but if he would, it would be Woodward and Bernstein 24/7 Watergate coverage. Let's take each individual character out of Watergate and let's apply them to a Degrassi character. Let's apply them to a wrestler. Just anything. Just anything. Amazing. Then you haven't seen my old episodes with her. I was her Grant, and let me tell you, I feel bad for her now. Like, oh, poor Melanie. She was like, dude, can you chill? No coughing is speech. Yeah. Grant knows what he's doing. Grant's the type of guy who can tell you about how Hitler came to power while he rolls a blunt and drives 70 miles an hour, while also maintaining his disability. And I love that for him. Stop it. See, but here's the thing. I don't like the way he talks about Mike, but that's their shit. But still, like, I don't know. I feel like there's nefarious characters that I can still enjoy and find them entertaining, but I don't need to interact. But if I did, it would be all war related all the time. The amount of times he licks the joint makes me uncomfortable. Well, then we'll never have him on. The Kevin Smith episodes? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay. Kevin Smith episodes. To which war though? Can we connect it to the American Revolution? That would be fucking easy. I mean, obviously Jay would be Paul Revere. He talks about Epstein. We are all talking about it. And we shouldn't stop. Someone should tell Trump about it because he likes to pretend it didn't happen. By the way, I found footage of Grant. trying to climb a ladder. This is it.
Oh, now what
And
did you use it for, Renee?
everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
Okay, we're going to make sure that Chris is okay.
Yep.
And that has never happened.
Well, you know, it's a very slippery floor up there.
The Boston bombing. You talking about the Wilbur? I'm so sorry. You know what? I take it back. Is he pretending, or is that his reality? Pretend. It's fun. It's fun to pretend you have a disability. Talks about how Epstein and the McAlberts have a connection. Okay, well, that's stupid, not true. But that's why we like it. That's why we like it. He has a haircut. Does he look like his brother, French Montana, or whatever his name is? The ladder wants everyone. Amazing. Yeah, I did a bazinga. There you go, everyone. I did a bazinga. This whole episode's just going to be me talking mad shit and getting myself into all kinds of trouble. That was Chris Albert coming down a ladder. I also, I'm not one to be like, yay, bully people, but goddamn, it's funny to watch Jess Machado get bullied. God, she's an asshole. I'm not gonna lie, it's very funny. He is a bit in the chart. Yeah, he's Pepe Silvio. Yeah, it is like LSD and LDS all together. It's both mixed up. Somehow he does that. Keep doing it. Okay. Yeah, great. What's funny to think about is if any one of these people was in their house and Officer John O'Keefe was dead on their lawn, I'm just going to say it, any of them, not a single one of them would have fucking gone outside. And I'm sorry, but it's true. They wouldn't have. They would have gone, oh shit, I'm staying far away from that. That's just what would have happened. That's just what would have happened. Not a single person would have gone out on their lawn. Out of every creator, they would have all stayed inside. And if they're lying and telling you, oh, anybody would have gone out, nope. When I got my ass stabbed and beaten, do you know how many people came out on their lawn to help me? One. And it was a couple with a tiny little girl. Do you know how many people heard it happening and reportedly when they canvassed said, yeah, I saw or heard it? Every single person in every single house surrounding it heard it, knew something was going on or saw it, and no one came out. One person. So you're telling me there's a dead cop on a lawn and people didn't come out to go look and get in? Why are you on my lawn? There's a dead cop. Of course they didn't, because people are fucking dickheads and they're scared. And every single one of those people would have done it anyway. They should have. Exactly. Bystander effect. So that was one of the first things in that whole case that made me go, oh God, we're about to hear a bunch of bullshit from a bunch of people. Here's what I would have done. No, you wouldn't have. And I find it so insane to literally claim you know who did it and get so much wrong. And then somehow people fund this and I don't get it. And there's a lot of people doing that and it blows my mind. It just blows my mind. It's okay to just not know. It's better than being wrong and blaming people who didn't. Just a thought. I feel like everything is making a murderer now. Here's how you make a lawsuit where the county has to pay someone because everyone accused them of something they didn't do. That is what making a murderer is, right? That is what's happening in Massachusetts because everyone's been blamed. And I'm sorry, if you were right, you know who did it, you would have been right the first time. And the answer is Obama.
They're in front of our doors sometimes, so we're going to make sure that Kevin's okay.
Yep.
He's moving, he is okay, but he scared
Chris
me
is
for a
good.
moment
He's up there. He's okay.
Okay, so it's Obama. So I do have other videos I want to show you. I don't know what this is. Shit, are they going to copyright? I don't even know what this is. Should we watch this? It just popped up next. I kind of want to watch it. Dude, Anjanette Levy's breakdowns of cases are not that bad. I kind of like her. And I also like how she adjusts her glasses sometimes and goes, that's crazy. And then just keeps going. I'm like, girl, yes. Girl, yes.
Now watch when I flipped her hair back. Did you see the difference of this hair?
Okay.
My God, yeah.
Look at that. Is that gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
Oh
Now let
my
me
God.
Look at the back. I am
Yo.
telling you, this hairspray is amazing. Now, do you love my plump and thick?
I
What? What, dude? Go back. Go back.
It's beautiful.
Now let me look at the back. I am telling you, this hairspray is amazing. Now, do you love my plump and thick?
Do you love my plump and thick? Do you love my pumpkin dick? That's what I thought he said. That's what he said. Plump and thick. She's one of the people that look real metal, right? She's gorgeous on the left. Is this, and then on the right, it looks like Christy Alley. That's the shirt. Do you love my plump and thick? I thought he said pumpkin dick. I can't believe this. Go back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Is that gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
Now let me look at the back. I am telling you, this
Colin on the train. Dun, 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 dun. Here's the thing about Colin. He was busy doing cocaine and kissing his cousin. So I don't think he did. He's also a huge pussy who loses fights. I don't think he would have taken a swing unless he had some reasonable idea that he would have won. Now I did propose in the very beginning that it was a hobo from a train. And everybody laughed at me and called me bullshit. So we're not allowed to mention trains anymore. Trains are my territory. I have called it. They should be grants because obviously, but they're mine. And we're not allowed to use any trains in the scenario of how he was dead. Okay, how that guy ended up dead. We're not allowed to do it because I've already been. This is like when I brought up on Melanie's channel, maybe Lisk was a duck hunter specifically. Maybe he had a boat and was into duck hunting. And I was told there were no duck hunting or shooting clubs. And I said, yes, there are. And everybody called me crazy. Interesting how he was a duck hunter with a boat. Exactly like I said. Kind of weird. Kind of weird how that happens. Just crazy. So if this motherfucker died because I'm sorry. If the poor innocent victim died because somebody hopped off a train and killed him, I don't want to hear about it. If I am going to hear about it, I want some sort of Crime Stopper reward money at that point because I'm tired of getting hosed for shit that I end up being right on. I told everybody that Jaylee's a fuckface, treats women like shit. Everybody bullied the fuck out of me. Guess what? Can't cyberbully this bitch to death because I don't care. She was crazy. He was crazy. Miss Shorty told y'all she was fucking nuts. No, she's fucking nuts. And she loves Hitler. So there you go. That worked out. All the creators, though. Okay. I told y'all Machado sucked. I was right. Fucking sucks. Told you a couple other people suck. They all suck now, don't they? When I tell you, okay, that those kids were doing cocaine. Some adults probably killed John. Could have been a hobo from a train. If it ends up being one of the adults or a hobo from a train, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Because no duh. Okay? No duh. No fucking shit. Oh, really? Oh, really? You mean a train could have been crazy? Crazy. High on cocaine, hobo on the train. Bow, bow. That could be like a good 80s song. I'm just saying, like, maybe he fell off a ladder.
This hairspray is amazing. Now, do you love my plump and thick?
I keep like 8 cans at a time.
Oh,
together.
girl, let me give you a kiss. That is good. Mwah. That one's got it. Whoa.
Oh my. I can't. I can't even laugh. I thought plump and thick was, I thought that was the peak. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I keep like 8 cans at a time.
Oh,
together.
girl, let me give you a kiss. That is good. Mwah. That one's got it. Whoa.
Oh my God. I just had a revelation. Has it ever occurred to anyone that maybe John O'Keefe slipped and fell and hit his head, and that's why nobody knows? Maybe he slipped and fell on the ice. Maybe he tried to piss outside. Okay. Puked on his dick, slipped, fell on the ice, hit his head. Then the dog goes out to pee, sees him, tries to attack him. Goes back inside. Hypothermia sets in. Nobody killed him. Anybody who's telling me impossible, let me show you something crazy. Watch this shit. Watch this shit.
Kiss, that is good. Mwah. That one's got it. Whoa. I fell on my booty.
You know, I'm just saying. I'm sure it bounced off hard ice. Possible. Possible. Maybe Big Boy tried to get on the roof. He's tall. You know? I'm just saying. I mean, in all seriousness, how fucking crazy would that be? A lot of people are like, he got the shit beat out of him. Totally. It looks like that. 100%. But yep, that happened. And also the staircase. Remember that? They tried to say an owl did it. I mean, I'm just saying. You know? I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he climbed 3 flights of stairs. Maybe he's like, I need to get to a real bathroom or get a napkin to clean myself off. I don't know. Maybe he fell down 3 flights down. I don't fucking know. Maybe an owl did it. Are there owls there? Could have fallen after the dog jumped on him. Exactly. Maybe an owl did it. You know? I'll Google it in a moment. 3 flights. Yep. Fell off. I mean, is it possible? Could he have fallen off the roof? Fuck. There was some movie that was Derek Grounded. We don't talk about that shit because it's impossible. It's impossible. There's ghosts did not kill him, or weird energy from the water didn't kill a guy. It just didn't. And it won't hold up in court. Bridgewater Triangle does not hold up in court, Derek. Grounded. Exactly. I'm just saying. Killer owls. I'll train ladder theory. Thank you. We've solved it. I mean, shit. GSE was dropping bombs about the restaurant, brothels, and sex workers referenced in John's text. I mean, sure. But you also have to remember where he worked and what he worked in. And you're on the job 24/7. You know? Horse Ghost took him out. There we go. There we go. You tell me Toombs did it?
Thank you. I got
Oh my God. And you know what, Gene? 3 times before the show, I said, Nick, you're going to fall off that set sometime. Oh my gosh, you scared me to death.
I scared myself again. Now you know what a real clown I am. Anyway.
Jesus. This guy.
This is oh, there we go.
That's okay.
This is the way to
I'm very curious in how this worked out. Possible, and also like cuts and stuff on his arm, all the things that look like dog bites, that could still be. Dog could have gone outside to pee and fucked with him. I don't know. Where was the ghost horse that night?
work up a sweat right
How
here.
is he going to hurt himself with a Nintendo Wii? You know what? Don't tell me. We'll find out.
That's right.
And really, out here before the show, you know, I'm playing the Wii, and it's one of those things where I have to go back into makeup and say, hey, can you touch me up? I mean, holy cow. You know, really, it gets you moving. That's the great
Okay, I see a theme here. I see a pattern. Plump and thick, playing the Wii. The dog licked the blood. That's why there's no blood. The dog licked it up.
thing
That's
about
what
the
I
Wii.
like so much.
So you can see right here, I'm getting ready to serve. All I do is throw that ball up in the air, and when I, oh, gee.
Yeah, there is. There's a big ass fucking fire hydrant. And there's rocks and sticks. Before it got to snowing too bad, you could probably see them. And then snow fell on top of them. But also, what the fuck?
Throw that ball up in the air, And when oh, jeez. And there goes the tennis racket. I didn't have it on there all the way. Make sure that you're...
You know,
That,
what if that guy threw his Wii racket at John?
other than me. I'll click print, and we'll print it out. Now, while we're doing that, let me show you something really impressive. That picture, remember the picture of the horse I showed you earlier? Well, here it is, blown up.
What?
This is a big horse.
That's a
Order
butterfly.
now. You get the camera, you get the printer. 4x optical zoom.
It's not a horse. Of course. What an idiot.
Schneider lens. Photo printer. SD card. Look at that horse.
The
bushy tail, the big teeth.
This guy, wait, is he Rorschaching at us? Is this a joke? Megan, does that look like a horse? Hey, Tombs, does that look like a horse? Satan, horse? Is this a horse? Julie, horse? AJ, horse? Nagel didn't see shit. All she saw was peanut butter sandwiches dancing in her dreams. How dare you? A hobo. It was a colorblind hobo. Yeah, he is. Colorblind with animals. That ain't no horse. Hobophobic. Exactly. Look, I don't care if you're homeless. Just don't make me be homeless, right? That ain't no horse. What do you know? Yeah, it's like, imagine it ain't even a horse fly. Dude, I'm telling you, yes, I'm calling her a liar. Calling her a dumb fat liar whose brother delivered cocaine. That's a bird.
Get the printer. 4x optical zoom. Schneider lens. Photo printer.
Look at this bird.
SD card. Look.
Is this horse gold and blue or black and white? You tell me.
At that horse.
Yep, it's
the
a gold
bushy
dress.
tail,
It's
the
a
big
blue
teeth, the hooves. Okay, my producer Tara Cates just told me this isn't a horse, it's a butterfly.
Oh my fucking God. I can't even get through these to the good part without laughing my ass off first. Holy shit, gotta go back. That was the money shot. My producer is telling me this is not a horse. This is a butterfly. Your producer had to tell you that. Is this guy? This is what it's like watching Turtle Boy. I'm so sorry. He's like, see this right here? This is who Chris Albert caught. This is the Boston Strangler. This guy. Chris Albert caught. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. My producer's telling me this is Albert DeSalvo from the 60s. What?
The hooves. Okay, my producer Tara Cates just told me this isn't a horse, it's a butterfly. Yeah.
My producer just told me that this isn't a Nagel. This is a Colin.
Actually, it may in fact be a moth. But
my producer just told me that this isn't a suspect. It's a victim. My bad.
Look at what the zoom did. I mean, you can see details in the antenna.
That was great. We still got more. Oh, I love this.
Only have a limited number
It's our
that we can ship
favorite
out right now because it is very, very popular.
See this right here? See this right here? Do you see it? It looks like a mouth, but it's actually an asshole. How do you get this stuff mixed up?
We're going to go to the phones. Hi, you're on there with Lisa and Kevin. What's your name?
Hi, Lisa. It's Renee from California.
Hey, Renee. Chris is over there kind of giving us a look at how to use the ladder there.
I got to tell you something. I have this ladder. It is awesome.
Oh, now what
And
do you use it for,
wants
Renee?
everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
Okay, we're going to make sure that Chris is okay.
And that has never happened.
Well, you know, it's a very slippery floor.
Is this an asshole or is this a mouth? I don't know, but a lot of shit's coming out regardless. Also, in all seriousness, this ladder situation Like, that ladder actually looks better and safer, the other one. And I also, again, agreed. I also blame him 100%. It doesn't ever get less funny. It's very funny to see his head casually thwack the glistening, newly cleaned parquet flooring. Chris now thinks all horses are birds. Good. Good. Haunted ladder. Never have I heard such a thing. Where did he even come from? I don't know. Where is he now? Does he eat with utensils or through a straw? What is going on?
We're going to make sure that Chris is okay.
And that has never happened.
Well, you know,
I love how she's like, and that has never happened. That is such a fun thing to tag on. Imagine someone just gets shot in the face and you go, and that has never happened. Okay, well, it happened now. So can someone help him? I can tell you he's not on a ladder. You would make such a great cop. You would make a really good cop, in all seriousness. Hey, I'll tell you who didn't do it. This guy over here who's not covered in blood. He's not on a ladder, I'll tell you that much. Hey, I'll tell you who didn't do it. The 4-year-old asleep in bed. Actually, that is, by the way, can I throw in a random crime statistic I heard today that I kind of can't believe? They're saying, and they, I mean the overlords, NPR is reporting it, but so is Fox. So this means a whole consensus of people believe this. Apparently, the murder rate is the lowest it's been in a century. Now, this is obviously based on numbers that are from voluntarily self-reporting departments whose best interest it is to not report a low clearance rate, and does not include specific sects of murders. And really, I think it's something like 30% report it. But I feel like that's a tall order because so many more people are dying now, it seems, than I can recall when I was younger, of Moida specifically. Just kind of weird. What do you think of that? Do you think it's a real statistic? Or do you think it's been bent like a brake line to somehow fit and pour fluid in us to sustain us for the next century? What do you think? Just curious.
it's a very slippery floor up there in front of our doors sometimes. So we're going to make sure that Kevin's okay. Yep. He's moving. He is okay. But he scared me for a moment there.
This is fantastic, OSINT. Our world in data is really great. It used to be on internet is beautiful. I wonder if it's still there. That is a great site. Our world in data. If you guys get an opportunity, check it out. The books is cooked. That's what I think too. I think so too. People too broke to murder. This is like what Chris Rock said. Can't afford bullets. She thought he was dead, and she still said that shit.
It's a very easy situation to operate. You just push the buttons in right here on the two sides. There are two little buttons. And all you do is push them in, and that will release it. And right here, push the button in, that releases it. And then after you let go, it locks firmly in place. So really, you're all set. And this is tough. It is? Listen, give you an example.
This is brutal. Don't do it. I think we've seen this one on this channel.
You have to get up on the wall, high ceiling, vault the ceiling. Hey, listen, just walk right up. And I tell you, it's very safe.
This is the OG Chris.
And it's lightweight.
me.
What if this was Chris's father? And then 2 decades later, same thing happens to Chris.
Oh, really? Wow. Now it's locked in place, okay? So really, you say,
Oh, God, Harold, are you okay?
actually, I didn't have it locked. You have to lock it. Once you lock it, you're okay.
See, what I like about Harold is he always be closing. And he's ass up. You know, Hoogan does this. Hoogan does this. Oh, my God. Let me see if I can pull it up. I have a photo that I think I put it on X of him doing this. You like my plump and thick? Do you like your plump and thick? Do you like it? Let me find this picture of Hoogan. I'm going to show you this. The comparison is unreal. The comparison is unreal. Hoogan does this when he eats his bone. He sticks his ass in the air, and then he eats it the long ways. Hold on, I'm finding it. I'm finding it for you. Don't you worry about it. Okay? Let me find it, and I'll show you Hoogan's other picture in a minute. He's so cute. He's such a good boy. Here, let me find it. Oh, come on, where is it? Ken Paxton's wonky fucking eye. Okay, I can't find it, but I do have his Chewy pic. I'll show you in a minute. He eats his corn the long way, and he eats his dog treats the long way. And this is what he does. He sticks his ass up in the air exactly like this guy. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
You say,
boom.
Oh, God, Harold, are you okay?
Keep posting.
Actually, I didn't have it locked.
Don't stop.
You have to lock it.
You have to
Once you
lock
lock it, you're okay. But it is very safe to operate.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it.
So continue to call for it.
Sounds like QVC has a history of bad ladders.
All righty. Well, Harold.
Seems like a history.
1101 1816 is the item number on this one.
Oh, no. We've seen this before. We all know where it's going. Kind of a Mr. Show, Dave and Bob sort of angle. This is, okay, well, we're happening. It's happening. Let's just watch it.
And the nice thing about these practice katanas, oh, that hurt.
Yep.
Oh, that hurt big time.
Yep. Nice thing about them is if you smash them against some wood, you might get your arm cut off.
1101 1816 is the item number on this one. And the nice thing about these practice katanas, oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt big time. A piece of that the tip just got me, Odell.
Odell?
Oh, that got me good.
I really thought he was going to go, Odell.
All right. A piece of that tip just got me.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and let's look at one more time what not to do.
1101 1816 is the item number on this one.
Just like afterbirth. Just like afterbirth. There's a limit. You can only have 2.
And the nice thing about these practice katanas, oh, that hurt.
That's crazy. That's just a practice katana that did that. That almost killed this man. I would think that would be the end game katana, but it's actually the practice katana. Cool. Good idea, America. Let's just sell more scary weapons. That's great.
Oh, that hurt big time. A piece of that the tip just got me, Odell. Oh, that got me good. You all right? A piece of that tip.
The whole thing, the whole idea of like donating your afterbirth to science. I just picture you driving by one of those, the bins that's outside of like a Goodwill or like just a store, and you could just put clothes in it and it's like donate to charity. I picture you driving by one of those and just yeeting afterbirth into the hole and driving off. I'm so sorry. You're just like, you don't even get out of the car. You just throw it through the fucking window and it splashes in there. And you're like, all right, there's my donation. Take it, science. There's a band called Just the Tip. There's a bar called Just the Tip, I think in Austin. It might have been closed though. He is lucky. He's very lucky. Also, hello, Carrie. How are you doing, hon? It did. It break. It break. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? I need some coffee.
Just got me. Oh, right now.
Yeah, just drive through. Like, you're just driving past and you see one of those bins where it's like, go ahead and put your clothes in. It looks almost like they look almost like the things that you put mail in, right? But it's a big enough slot that you can like open it and drop some stuff in, but there's like the hole in the top if you just want to donate little things. You just yeet the afterbirth into that. Here goes science, take that, splash, and then you drive off. Jesus Christ.
We may need emergency surgery in the studio.
Well, why in the studio? Also, baby Claire, you're so little. Okay, nope, we can't do it now. That's a very dramatic play, too. And Declan is a weirdo. I think that's Declan. Anyway, no big deal. That would, Pat. You may have invented something. Just the tips. It also sounds like a schmeckle company, so we need to be careful. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. It really is. I do actually have a playlist for you guys. So Raul's going to be here next week. So we're going to skip what we were going to do there. We might even skip Collins because I just want to show you funny stuff tonight. I feel like you guys want to be entertained. You don't want to do it yourself. No, I don't want to shop at the Degrassi store. Actually, I do want to shop at the Degrassi store, but I can't afford it. Okay, look. I'm going to play some stuff for you. We're going to do a pee break. Everyone wants to chill. Hear a little bit of I'm going to play Derek's song. If you guys got to go pee pee, go pee pee, go poo poo, go poo poo, do that. And we might play a game, but I do have some videos to show you. Oh, did you just snork? Hi, Annie. Oh, he did a big snork. I'm going to put on Make Way for Hoogan, and then I'm going to show you some cool stuff. I'm going to show you some pretty cool stuff. Also, Love on the Spectrum, that girl with the bracelets and the American Girl dolls is getting married. Absolutely love that. Ladder maxing, this is the channel for that. Absolutely. What are you studying for? Can we help you? What is it? Tell me. I'm going to read the Voss article and grammar, check the entire thing. Just the grammar alone was enough to piss me off. I mean, her name is Gretchen Voss. Like, I don't believe her. I don't even think that's her real name. There's no way someone named their kid Gretchen. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, goddamn. Goddamn. All right, here we go. We're going to watch this. And if you got to pee, if you got to do a little stretch, okay? You can do it. You can do it. Hoogan's hotter than hot and hot.
Yeah, don't adjust your eyes, fellas. Pharaohs. It's Hoogan cough cough. Yes, I'm in a frog suit. No, you cannot pull this off. Let's get it down.
Okay, let's go.
To the park, green fleece on my back. Velcro under the chin, yeah, I'm carrying the track. Right, please slow. Tail wagging to the snare. All the alphas looking mad, but I really do not care. See a Doberman flexing, trying to guard his little click. I just hop over a puddle, leave him looking mighty sick. You a basic brown mutt. I'm a neon amphibian. Stepping in the dog club, changing the meridian. Your bark is kind of loud, but your bite is just a joke. I don't even got a growl. I just hit him with the croak.
That's my voice.
Hop, 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 make way for Hoogan. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm proving. Your boy's looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, I said it. The fattest got to hear me, God. Leave your boys in the least, got them living large. Yeah, walk past the water bowl, give a little wink. Got a poodle and a bug, both offering a drink. Your boyfriends are sniffing each other's jump out of tree trunk. These bitches want a prince, well I'm the green prince of funk. Got a Frenchie on my left, got a husky on my right. I'm looking so fly, I'm looking at sight. I'm a cold-blooded killer in a warm-blooded body, rolling through the dog park, turning it into a party. Y'all are chasing tennis balls, I'm chasing finer things like a reservation for two, fit for a frog king. Pop, 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 make way for Hoogan. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm proving. Your boy's looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, sudden, the fattest been to them, y'all. Leave the horns on the leash, got him living yards. I wanna mention Marcus, cause he's on this track. I'm flying, I'm floating like Shaq. I know for a fact I'm not on Epstein. Steam's list. I got my own fill with the bitches I kiss. I ain't got ticks. My DJ's beat matching. I ain't got fleas. That's my DJ that's scratching. I got mojo. I got swagger. I strut right past you, dog. You just a silly mutt. Bitches be thirsty. I'm they man's nightmare. The Dow is at 50, so I don't care.
I don't remember signing on to this. I was once inside Hoogan until Dad gave him his hard-earned medicine.
Make way for Hoogan. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm groovin'. Your boys looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, sudden, defy the student limit line. Need the boy, you're the least, let him live in line. Yeah. Shout out to Dad in the Pharaoh chat. Ernie, Birdie, Mitty, Claudia, Tiff, Darlene. Wish I could fit everyone into this song. Yeah, Amra, Tish, Toms, Steven, Satan, damn it, Kevin, you wrong. Ladies, you don't gotta get all bent. Cougar's more fresh than 50 Cent. You might not think he's cool, you might not think he's nifty, but Hoogan don't count. Cause Down Jones at 50, we out.
He said it. We out.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates.
Bow your head in prayer right now. Hoogan has to go take the McAlberts out to the pool, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to take him to do dumpies, and then we have to take your medicine soon. But I did notice this. Oh, my God. What does this mean? 400 schmeckles. What is this? What's a gem? Thank you for Eagle. What's Laughing Disco? What is this? What are you doing here? What is this? Makeup brush. What the fuck is happening? Turn it up. What are these? Thank you very much. Actually, I did. Okay. Fuck Venmo. That's all I'm going to say. Fuck Venmo. They are awful. I hate their customer service. The whole, well, why don't you get the person to send the money back they stole? Well, I fucking wish I could, Venmo. That's what you're here for. So no, I didn't. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because I do actually have new, I set up new accounts. So I have a new CashApp now and a new PayPal. And they're both HoogansDad. And I appreciate the $20. So HoogansDad is going to be my Venmo and PayPal from now on. Okay. Well, why did you switch? Not my Venmo, sorry, my Cash App and my PayPal. Well, why did you switch those? Because I want to have a personal one and one for the channel. That way I can separate things. Like if I want to use it to donate to Authorm or something, I have that in this account. Or if, like, let's say we're raising money for someone or something, some program, I just want to have it separate. So HoogansDad is my new Cash App and PayPal. And then BuyMeACoffee is still under ObliviousBenson. But those are the new ones. And I appreciate you. And thank you very much. Now, I don't know what these gems are. I don't know if you guys have done, some sort of coup on me. I don't know if this is voodoo. I don't know what this means. No, they didn't. My bank is investigating, and they found that I was not at fault. So they reversed like 120 that was in my bank account, but it bounced back to my Venmo because my Venmo is attached to it, and that's where it initially happened. So unless they attempt to charge it to my account again, then they'll reverse it. But it's a whole thing, and I'm just so over it and pissed off. I literally pulled out the last of my savings to cover it. I was absolutely tapped on that and then was able to save a little from my last paycheck. And then I was just like, let's just get this over with so I don't have it was over 1,200 in the end. It was over 1,200. And I highly recommend if you get a card for anything, and I got fucked. Like, I dropped my Venmo debit card somewhere. It ended up just being a whole nightmare. And days went by and nothing happened. So I was like, I'm good. But I forgot to lock it. And then the second I had money in my account, not my Venmo, but another one, they had gone and somehow they charged it. And when you don't have enough in your Venmo account, it pulls from whatever card is attached to it. So it pulled from my bank. And so I filed a dispute with the bank, but the bank had rejected it and sent it back to Venmo. So then it was still negative in my Venmo, and Venmo's now like, you owe us money. And I'm like, no, fuck you. And then the more infuriating part is that, you know, as I'm going through this, I forgot to tell some people my Venmo changed. So some comedy shows I did, they paid me through Venmo and essentially paid off this transaction from this thief. And they didn't even pay it off. It just applied to that. And then Venmo was like, well, because other payments have been applied to it, we can't do anything. And I was like, I didn't solicit that. I was on the phone with them for probably 6 hours yesterday, an hour today, and over the past few days, just constantly, because they said they would fix it, that they would reverse it. It would be simple. Then they blamed my bank. Then my bank said, okay, well, we'll do what we can, and tried to help. And then Venmo, when you call it, literally like trying to get a hold of someone to talk to. And yes, I've already done that. I filed with the FTC. I did an ID fraud claim. That's why I had to shut down some of my other accounts, because if one card is attached to one, but also another account, you just don't want it to be affected. So I basically had to change everything around. And what sucked is this was right around when I'm having to take Hoogan to all these vet appointments. In a way, you know, I'm really grateful though that this happened. Probably, what was it? It was about a month after I was able to get the funds to pay for the stuff and reimburse myself for the Meals on Wheels, because when y'all sent in those chats, I had extra money. So I was like, I'll just do that now to, you know, to get it done ASAP and pull from my own money and then add it, you know, and then later I can just pay myself back when those come in, because it takes like a month to get super chats. So it's like, I'll front it basically, which I think is technically drug speak, but I'm glad that that ended up happening, because, and you know, I was able to get that reimbursed, but it happened like I lost it probably, what was it, like a week or two after. And I'm like, damn, if that would have happened, I would have been fucked. Like, so I'm really grateful that we were able to get that done and get the bags made, and had a ton of nips left over, which by the way are gone now. Sent them off with the neighbor. So they're gonna have nips for life. Old people are gonna be sucking on nips for life. Hey, again, it is it's okay. I was very upset about it the last 2 weeks because times were hard. I was having a lot of car issues that I needed to continue. Like, basically, when you have one issue with your car and it's an older car, other things are gonna go wrong. Mitty could tell you about this. She knows. I know Carrie's husband knows. People who work with cars, they know. Like, if the alternator goes out, this is gonna go out. This is gonna. I'm just so glad that the timing wasn't like a week behind, or I would have been seriously fucked. So, you know, they picked a time to do it when it's not as bad. And I did actually sell some clothes on eBay. I had a bunch of old Tommy Hilfiger stuff from college that I was gifted that I never wore. So I just popped it up on eBay and I sold like maybe $100 worth. So that was nice. And yeah, good luck at Venmo, dude. Trying to get someone on the phone from Venmo, really impossible. Like, really impossible. Couldn't do it. Took forever. And it would take like 20 minutes after you like start the call just to finally get to someone. And then when you do, they're reading from a computer prompt. And I had some real come to Jesus moments with a couple of those representatives. But, yes, I did ship the clothes. What is this about? I have a feeling this is about an inside joke I don't know about. Scam. Oh, what happened? Oh, no, it was a lot. That's how they did it, was they did a bunch of small ones. If you try to do one big one, it'll reject it. So they were doing like 25, 50, 50, 50, 25, 25, 50, 50. And there was some app attached to it that I didn't know about. That was some kind of app they use. Yeah, that's what they did. So they froze my account at that point. And so now it just keeps bouncing back and forth through the apps. It actually was, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm serious. It was way easier to get in touch with Scientology people. It was way fucking easier. No, so that's the thing is I don't really know if it was that or if it could have been the other one, but they do know because of the destination. Like I told them like, this is where I was. This is where I was. On one of them, I used it. So they know those places and where they are. But I think when they mean investigate, they don't mean like calling those individual places. I think they mean just like tracing where it was last used. She did a live in her closet and apparently sold her old dirty clothes and didn't ship them. Oh, was it Colleen Ballinger who did that? Who did that? Someone, didn't they sell panties to a kid or something? Also, ew. Really? That's nasty. No, I wish. We can't. And I did go and backtrack and I spoke to her. Like, I think someone must have picked it up. I think she did it. I think Jessica Machado did it. I think she tried to hit Hoogan with the car and then she did it. She charged for shipping? Ugh, that's nasty. I sold a Tommy Hilfiger coat and an old shirt, and they were cleaned, and I shipped them. And actually, the fees were so high, I think I made $10 off each out of all. I made $100 total though from other items too. I sold a bunch of books. And then shut her Cash App off so they couldn't. I've seen a bunch of people complain, and then she shut her Cash App off so they couldn't ask for a refund. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I will never do that. No. Like, if you guys want to pay me for old clothes, I'll do it, but I'm going to wash them. It's going to be something that I'm selling on one of my vintage websites. It's not going to be chones or anything. That's nuts. I'll tell you what, though, there are companies, and I'm not saying you should, but there are companies that apparently you can make a lot of money. I'm not going to say who, but someone I know who wrestles sold a bunch of stuff to a company out of Japan that puts it in a vending machine, and she made a lot of money. I'll tell you one of the not X-rated items. Well, I'll tell you both. I don't think she'd care. Because she brags about it and thinks it's funny. One of them is a lollipop that you inside your and then you mail it to them. And they put it in a vending machine in Japan. And you get a lot of money. And the other was socks. And then another person I know that I don't care for very much, that is kind of an asshole, pooped in a Tupperware and sold it online. So there was that one girl, she was like a porn star, and she sold her bath water. I feel like this is all like, how does the FDA allow this? You can just Google it. But I'm telling you, there's vending machines in Japan that will spend a lot of money to buy stuff from American ladies. And they'll pop it in there. And yeah, that chick, she sold her bath water. I got one of the lollipops plays music through your teeth. Well, imagine playing it through your... You know what I mean? Just saying. People do crazy things for money, but look, if you got to get that bag, get that bag. But at least, here's the thing. do the service. Like, if somebody gives you money for something, provide the service that you offered. If you're sending them your chones, do it. If they paid you, you have to do it. Sorry, that's how capitalism works, right? If somebody paid you for a service, give them the service. If you don't want to provide the service, i.e. your chones or your, cafeteria lady tit holders, whatever it is, then don't offer it. I just think it's so fucked up. Do they disinfect? Thank goodness. Spreadsheets. You can sell your spreadsheets, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so here's another thing. So my old accounts, they still accept donations and funds, but please don't, because fuck Venmo. But yeah, Jesus, that's the shirt. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna star that. Thank you for your cervix. Thank you too. But yeah, it's HoogansDad on Cash App and PayPal is the main thing. Actually, while we're talking about uncomfortable things like money, I made a post and I'm gonna show it to you right now. If you do want to donate to anyone at the moment, there's one person I would highly recommend. And let me pull this up, because I'm pretty sure she told me that I could go ahead and share this. I don't think she minds. She did put it out there. So I'm like, okay, hold on one second. Oh, we got to go far back because of all this Jimothy shit I shared. And that's on me, because I am obsessed with Jimothy. And I'm obsessed with the guy's grandpa who he got a thing from his grandmother that was like, can you come set up the phone? Your grandpa wants to see this raccoon. And then his grandpa immediately texted him, have you seen this raccoon? And it made me laugh so hard. So here is, yeah, she said, of course, and thank you. Okay, here. If you want to donate to anyone or do a little good, help out a hoe. And by a hoe, I mean a housewife. And by housewife, I mean a dear friend who is a lovely woman who is beloved by the channel and your sister. Ooh, am I frozen? Good. Good, excellent. I like to be frozen. Let it go. Okay. If you want to help out anyone, this is who I would recommend. And I put it in our community wall. I put it on our community wall. Is it the 23rd? It's the 23rd today. Tomorrow this happens. So for those of you who have been on the channel for a long time, you might remember Nicole. Nicole is beloved. I love Nicole so much. Nicole and me disagree on some things. I think maybe like Richard Allen, a couple of other things, but she's always been the politest, sweetest baby angel. She has a very incredible way of communicating where it's like a non-hostile environment. You can agree or disagree and still have a lovely conversation and walk away still being friends. And that's what I love about Nicole. She's fantastic. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's a sweetheart. She's very compassionate. Her Uncle Wayne, I don't know if you guys remember the story, but she called in and I don't know if she called in or if it was, I think she called in and we did an episode. She was in chat telling us about it. But basically, her uncle killed a killer lion, I believe it was. It might have been a tiger, but I think it was a lion. It was a lion. There was a lion that was murdering villagers. Like, it was terrorizing this village, killing people overseas. Also, oh my God, C. Smith, hello. Hello. Which has my favorite C. Smith been around? Boom, C. Smith shows up. It's almost like you did a moose flute. Fuzzy Lou, hello, nice to see you. So if you can recall, Uncle Cousin Wayne is what we called him. Wayne, her uncle, was basically, I think he was either hired or he just was solicited or he just did it. He saved this village by killing this lion that was murdering people, and they were terrified of it. It was harassing them, and he was considered like a big hero for it. And I thought the story was so amazing because we were talking about, I think it was like Harambe and a couple of other things, like big game hunting, and how There's a difference between people like Donald Trump Jr. who are doing it to be a dick and other people who are hired by villagers to take out, for example, overly horny bulls that are raping cows to death, shit like that. And it sounds crazy, but it's a real thing. Sometimes there are big game hunters that are hired to actually help people because a specific wild animal is attacking people. And she has this uncle who is well known for like being this guy who like saved this village. And it was the most incredible story. And I just loved her for it. She came on the channel. She talked about it. We all loved it. We wanted to do an update on it one day. Didn't really get around to it. I think she did end up asking family about Uncle Cousin Wayne, and there wasn't much more to the story than that, but it was fascinating. It was a fun, cool episode. So she's going through some stuff right now. For those of you who can't see it, I'll make it bigger and I'll read this to you. Next Friday, which is tomorrow, I will be going in for surgery to get my dumb brain tumor removed. God damn it. What a dumb thing. Dumb fucking brain tumor. Fuck it. It's going to be the longest time, 6+ weeks, that I'll be off work and unpaid, unfortunately, in my adult life. Friends have asked what they can do to help and what I may need. And the answer is there isn't anything I need right now that others don't already have taken care of for me. I've got food and snacks and pet taken care of in spades. That may change once we know more after surgery and pathology, depending on how impacted my right leg is and for how long. Because obviously, like tumors, they can affect all sorts of stuff in your body. Apparently, her leg is an issue for her with this. Anyway, I'm sharing these because some have also asked, and then she includes her Venmo, which is Nicole-Spacek, her Cash App, which is Nicole K. Spacek, and Nicole Spacek, her PayPal. Also, look at my cool hospital bracelet that I have to wear for a week and a half. And it says, do not remove something for surgery until surgery. Anyway, there's a fun QR code. But this is Megan's brain. It looks like right there, there's a little wonky little tumor thing, a little fuck face in there trying to fuck with her. All right. They're going to go in. They're going to take it out. All right. So she's getting brain surgery. Is it a tumor? Yes. And they're going to take it out and she's going to be okay. And we're all going to pray for her. Send good vibes. Just anything that you have, even if it's not money, if you just have a thought to give her, a prayer, kind words, anything, that she needs it. And we love her and we wish her the best. So again, this is Nicole Spacek. She's been on the channel before. She's one of your sisters. She's always in chat. We love her to death. But she's getting brain surgery tomorrow. So we wish her the best. I know she's going to beat it and she's going to be good. And I love you, Nicole. And I just hope if you need to donate to anybody or, maybe you know someone who's looking for something to donate to, let's hook her up. If you need to send thoughts, if you need to send prayer, everything. Okay. If you want to send some kind words to her, there is a post on our community wall and you can go ahead and send her, put a message down there and I'll make sure she sees it. But yeah, this is Nicole's information. Again, this is on my community wall as well. So there you go. And you can also follow her on Twitter, Nicole Spacek. You can follow her and you can send her your love and your kind thoughts. I'm sure she would appreciate it. I've had a lot of friends who have gotten brain surgery. One of them, my buddy Andy, he ended up passing from something else, but damn, it is a weird thing for people to cope with getting. And I have a couple of others who are still here. The surgeries went well on all of them, even him. Again, he passed away from something else, but it's just crazy because they'll keep you awake sometimes for it. Like you sit there and you're awake and you're conscious and you just have like a thing right here and you can't see it and they're operating. And as they're doing it, they're monitoring things like to make sure you don't lose certain things depending on what part they're working on. And then some brain surgeries, you're knocked the fuck out. I've always found this very fascinating. There is an episode of Radio Lab called We Need to Talk About Kevin. We're not going to play that tonight, but if you asked me hey, what's the craziest like podcast you've ever heard? It would either be the apology line or this one episode of Radio Lab. The episode's titled The Fault Line. It best explains, in my opinion, from what I'm to understand, the brain and how it works and what can happen post-surgery or during surgery that can change you. And for some people, it's for the better. And for some people, it's scary. And it's just such a fascinating episode because I have a friend who's a really good friend who I worked with for a long time, Ryan. He's a brain surgeon. And he's told me all these crazy stories about doing brain surgery and the effects of it. And 99% of the time, it's great. It works out fine. But there's always some issues, which I'm not trying to scare Nicole. It's not going to affect her. The specific one in the fault line has to do with a totally different part of the brain that they're doing surgery on for epilepsy. And my buddy Ryan has told me stories about this too that were very similar about how, like, you know, once we remove this one part, it could affect like how you react to light versus darkness. It could change whether or not you can play the piano anymore. It might change your personality. And so they'll do the surgery while you're awake and then ask you to try certain things as they're touching certain parts of the brain to see how it reacts. And it's very, very, very fascinating. And the Fault Line episode of Radio Lab is a story that takes a fascinating twist. And at one point, it gets extremely dark. But at other points, it's mainly just interesting. And it's odd. And it is the ultimate conundrum. So I would highly recommend checking that episode out. But I think that this will go well, and I wish for the best. And we absolutely adore you, Nicole, and we hope you get better. So again, if you want to donate to her, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, Nicole K. Spacek and Nicole Spacek. Well, Nicole K. Spacek at Cash App, then Venmo and PayPal right there. Okay. So there's that. I wanted to show you guys that. Thank you, Mia, for bringing that up and for asking me that, because that led to a long fucking rant that ended up here. And I'm glad you did that because now I remembered. Here is another thing I wanted to talk about. Also, hold on one second. It's the dangers of 80s hip hop. Not really. I'll contribute for sure. My good friend's husband just passed from brain tumor. You know, that's the thing is, like, if they can't remove it or if they can't help you, I just can't imagine being that person who's dealing with it. But I do know people who have gotten very successful surgeries. But I can't imagine. It's your brain, you know, that's terrifying. And I think that the best thing that we can do is try to ease some of that terrifying terror. And I'm so sorry for your friend's husband. It's got to be weird for your friend too. When my friend Andy died, he had a wife, my friend Ruby, who, you know, she was with him through the surgeries. And when he passed away, it was so horrible. He was an amazing, amazing comedian. We were in a movie together called Pictures of Superheroes, and he played the Andrew Dice Clay type of comic. He was hilarious. The problem is, like, when something like that happens with your brain and it can't be operated on or helped, you start to see changes, things that they can't control. Some people get the surgery to prevent seizures. Some people it's for other things. Some people get CTE, head injuries, and they end up getting like all sorts of issues with their brains. And, you know, I'm just like super grateful that there are doctors out there that can treat it. But I'm just super sad. I hold a lot of like compassion and empathy in my heart for people who have to watch that happen to someone when there's nothing that they can do. That's got to be hard. But I will tell you, the one thing that I remember Andy saying was live it up, you know, if you're at the end of your days, which thank goodness she's getting surgery. She's going to be okay, I hope. But like when it's a situation where there's nothing you can do, Andy's first text to me when he found out was, do you want to go shoot Pepsi Max cans with my new BB gun? And it's like, yeah, dude. Yeah. He sent that to a few people. He was very excited about a BB gun. But you just have to do what you can to live up your life, you know? My buddy Ryan went to school for so long for it. Oh my God. He had to live in Houston. Ugh. Mom's brain tumor was the easier one. He's at that. Yeah, the little thing. It's like a little solder for computer keyboards, but they do it in your brain. And they go to school forever. Yeah, for like 100 years. So long, dude. So long. I mean, Ryan went over 8 years. And they have to go through all these residencies and stuff. It's just fucking crazy. But thank goodness for them. Thank goodness for them. For the doctors. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this for you guys. Because you deserve it. And also because Satan's here. I think that we should start up here, actually. Yeah, we'll start right. Whoop. And real quick, before we even get into that, I want to thank you guys. I don't know what the gems are or what that was about, but I'd like to thank you for that with this. I'd like to remind Megan and Megan that I will sue her.
Your Honor, defer. Miss Janice.
Judge Athens.
Your Honor, this is so unfair. Your Honor, I think I want to appeal. Your Honor. Your Honor, stop. This is propaganda. Your Honor, this is fake. Don't believe what they say.
And to C. Smith, who, you know, her friend just lost her husband. To Nicole, who is going through it. To Toombs and Megan, who lost pets this week. I wish there was something that I could say to make it feel better or make the pain go away. But I think the best thing that I can say to you guys is that stop being I'm totally kidding. That was a joke. I'm totally kidding. What I actually want to tell you is that I love you. You're going to be okay. And also this.
My father gets a job at the Palm Restaurant. My Uncle Junior works there, who is a Jehovah's Witness, believe it or not. He went from Catholic to Jehovah. So basically, my grandmother wanted us all to switch from Catholic to Jehovah. You know, meanwhile, we're from Harlem. My father's doing coke. You know, my mother thinks she's Aunt Margaret. She's teasing the hair with a bottle of vodka. You know, so dysfunctional, cross-addicted family, still cooking pasta on Sundays. And the meatballs, they wind up being burnt.
And, you know, I would also like to remind you guys that when times get hard, okay, things get rough, and you feel like could it get any worse? Like, can I even go on? How am I going to deal with this? Just remember to blame the fucking moon, because it's the fucking moon's
Send
fault.
this to your secret daddy. Good evening. You are my father now, and there's no way to stop it. I know this news brings you painful joy and makes your heart do humping. But we mustn't tell a soul. We need to do our daddying in secret, or the moon will kill itself. This is the law. However, there is only one day a year we can celebrate without damnation, and that is on Father's Day. On this day, you can proudly wear this fashion. It's Daddy O'Clock, time to hold my boy. While wearing this, you can publicly do patriarchy to me. We can go to Sears and look at the fridge. Tag Sears and tell them to get the fridge ready.
This is, by the way, if you were wondering what Jessica Machado's new Cash App is, it was this.
Hi, my name is Catherine Lord, and I want to welcome you to the wonderful world of puppies. In this video, we're going to help you understand what's involved in having a litter. By now, you should know your bitch is pregnant. Sometimes a bitch will come earlier, sometimes a few days later. Milk Aid helps aid the bitch. Watch your bitch. What is normal for your bitch? The delivery has begun. The bitch is into heavy labor. Comforting the bitch, you want to reassure your bitch if your bitch lets out a scream. We only usually allow the bitches to eat 1 or 2 of the afterbirths. Breeders always say, call your vet when the bitch has had contractions for a long time.
The bitch should be examined to make sure that all the nipples are okay. If the bitch vomits, the bitch may be in difficulty. Small bitch. Bitches. Every bitch should be checked for brucellosis.
Why is it important that a bitch not be overweight?
Overweight bitches have an overweight bitch, fat bitch, a bitch, and you should exercise the bitch.
Approximately how long can a bitch go?
A lot depends on the bitch.
The bitch.
The bitch is just very, very nervous. Milk the bitch, calm the bitch down, and try to milk the bitch like a cow.
Like a cow. Have you tried milking your bitch? That's the shirt. We're going to do bitch milking time. Then we're going to do the one that was like, everyone's fighting, but I'm here to learn. That's it. I'm sorry I called you guys pussies earlier. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't. What I meant to say was, oops. Okay, my bad. I did it again. What I meant to actually say was,
Maggie, I'm not doing this. What?
No, you were flirting with my sister.
I was flirting with your sister.
Yes, you were flirting with my sister.
What? Get over here. Get out of here. Fuck you. Maggie.
okay. But listen, Dad has to go. We're going to be back with Raul soon. Look at my new Kiss shirt. Just kidding. It's old. Just wanted to show off. We're going to be back. It's going to happen. Tomorrow night, maybe we're not going to have Raul tomorrow. Get wrecked. Vibe check. But I am going to be back tomorrow night. Okay. Because I have to show you something cool. And actually, I think it's probably going to be Tuesday when Raul comes back. But we are going to have shows. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about some weird cases in Texas. Specifically some IGG stuff that's going on in case you haven't seen it. Arlington woman, case from 2012, newly solved, IGG. It was another bitch and the woman stabbed her over 100 times. Horrible. Thank you, CC Moore and Bodie Labs for IDing those. No, I think that might have been, that was CC and maybe that was Parabon. Bodie helped identify 2 kidnapping cases from 91 and I think 96 here in Texas. So we're going to be going over some of those. I absolutely am. It is going to be called The Grassy, and it's people getting high and watching Degrassi. High on what? Not drugs, just life. Just kidding. Probably weed. Exactly. It's not a weak organ. It's very strong, unless it's mine, in which case it is very weak. But yeah, we are going to be going over a lot of stuff this week. This was kind of a Silly's recovery episode. We wish Raul the best. We wish Nicole the best. I wish all of you the best who are going through some shit right now. I hope Venmo rots in hell. I love you guys so much. Hoogan thanks you for everything. I would pick him up, but he will have none of it right now. I'm going to go ahead and end on something we haven't seen in a minute. But I think that you guys need to be reminded that when in doubt, levitate. Good night. Well, that's embarrassing. I meant to go. And then I was still typing. So we're still here. So now you're going to get this. Now this is going to fucking happen to you. Okay? Now this is happening.